Hey everybody, it's Robert and Nick for the third episode of Lucky Live. And before we get started, Nick, you were at the Kings playoff game last night. Show them the shirt that you got.
Go Kings!
Yeah.
Lakers, never mind.
Yeah, Nick decided to wear his retro 2002 t-shirt tonight from when the Kings last made the playoffs. Speaking of throwback,
I was 12 years old. My dad
yeah,
took me.
Yeah, I'm sure you were. Speaking of throwback, two of the hottest balls out right now are the Game Breaker 3s. Game Breaker 3 Solid, which has been out for a couple months now. We have sold a ton of these balls. At the 114 price point, you really can't go wrong with that ball. It hooks, it hits. It's a great ball for leagues this year. And this Tuesday, 2 days ago, the Game Breaker 3 Pearl came out. And it's a great compliment to the Game Breaker 3 Solid. Nick, you are not an Ebonite staff. I am not an Ebonite staff, and we have these two balls, and they're selling like crazy. What do you think? What's going on over here?
Well, they just haven't tried the winner.
We've drilled two winners, and one is yours.
Yeah, and I'm leading the Steve Cook League in average with a winner that has
That
static
is true.
weights
We're gonna get to
that
the
don't
Cook
really
League.
matter.
We're gonna
Static
get
weights
to the
don't
Cook
matter.
League later, okay? Just in a little bit. We're gonna get to the Cook
Okay.
League.
The winner's a winner.
But really quickly here, I want you to talk about this crazy layout. I don't know if you guys can see this here, but what the heck did we do here on this ball?
He's the professor. I just,
To your understanding, what did we do here?
what was it, 5 ounces a side and 5 ounces a finger?
So, we're going to talk really quickly about the new USBC rule. So, a lot of people have asked us this. They've heard about the new USBC rule that says they can't have any weight holes. And they are correct. If today was January 1st, 2020, you cannot have any weight holes. And the ball has to have within 3 ounces of static weight. That means that the top of the ball has to weigh within 3 ounces of the bottom of the ball. The side of the ball has to weigh within 3 ounces of this side of the ball, without any weight holes. If you choose to have a weight hole in your ball, that means the 3 ounce rule doesn't apply. It means you still have to have within 1 ounce of side weight. That means if you had a ball drilled 6 months ago and someone put a weight hole in it, they probably did it to make sure that they're within that 1 ounce of side weight. So you don't have to go run out and plug any of your balls right now. If you want to, you can, just so you know you can be complying with the 2020 rule. All it means is, if you have a weight hole in the ball, got to weigh within 1 ounce. If you don't have a weight hole in the ball, it's got to weigh within 3 ounces. So what we did with Nick's ball here is we put 3 ounces aside and 3 ounces atop in this winner. And this thing gets down the lane. That's the first thing that I noticed, is it gets down the lane. And it hooks pretty late, and it still saves some energy. It's got power at the pins, and like he said, he's leading the Steve Cook League in average after 2 weeks. It's only 2 weeks, but he's out averaging everybody in the league.
And I'm the oldest guy in the league, except for Kurt Lerner.
There's no way Kurt's gonna watch this video.
No way.
He still throws bowling balls from 1960. The last thing I would expect him to do is know how to use YouTube, just so you know.
Agree.
So, we talked about the USB certification. We talked about two hot balls. I'm going to talk about two specials that we are doing because we talked about the USBC certification. We are resurfacing any bowling ball you bring in to plug a weight hole and plugging the weight hole for free. The cost of a resurface is $35. The cost to plug a weight hole is $13. So instead of paying $48 for those two things, you get it for $35. So $35 gets you a resurface, and we plug the weight hole if you'd like to start complying with the 2020 USBC certifications on a bowling ball. All right? Without further ado, though, we've got to talk about the Cook League because we finished our second week last week. After our week one, Nick shot 750, led our team to 20 points out of 30, which I think we're in the top 5. Awesome. We came in feeling good about last night, and we got smoked. Why did we get smoked?
Urethane, and more urethane.
So if you
My God, everybody's throwing urethane.
If you didn't watch the Lucky Larson, Larson tournament, everyone was throwing urethane. Even Bill O'Neill, who puts his thumb in the ball, and then there were 3 no thumbers on the show. They were all throwing urethane. Actually, Belmont wasn't throwing urethane, but he lost. interesting how that happened. Kyle Troop beat him. But last night we bowled against. We're actually good buddies with this team. We bowled against Dan Ducoing, Russell Lopes, James Seal, and who's their fourth bowler?
Sean, I go
Sean Cornett.
Every time Cornett.
God.
How do you go Brooklyn with
Sean
urethane
Cornett.
ball? My gosh.
Urethane. So anyways, we got smoked yesterday, and it was because they were all throwing urethane, and the third game, they blew up a spot for themselves and not us. Anyways, we're not making excuses. We're going to adjust next week, and look forward to more Lucky Live videos with Steve Cook Classic recaps at the end of each one. See you guys next week.